invasion angle.
All right, well, episode 3 is fucking here. Am I righteous? Yeah, let's just hop in like per usual.
Pew, pew, pew.
Boop, boop, boop. What are we fucking starting with?
Um, Live 420.
Right? I feel like it's the most relevant thing as far as something that happened recently, and free live. Am I right? Hashtag free live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking stupid.
yeah.
That's
It's
why I don't
like
think WWE's gonna do much to her. They don't give a
no,
shit.
it's more just legal stuff because she's gonna have to go to court and all that bullshit.
Yeah, at least we'll have the big wigs from Stanford come down, or I guess maybe even Saudi Arabia now. I don't know who the fuck they send their lawyers from now, but
Well,
hey, they're gonna take care of it.
if she got caught with weed in Saudi Arabia, I don't think she'd be around anymore though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
most of those countries though, as long as you have money, you can pay the cops and you're good to go. That's why you don't ever hear like rich people getting arrested in countries like that, you know.
That's
Yeah,
true. Yeah,
I'd say
But
the US is one of those countries too. Oh,
dude,
anyway.
Jeffrey Epstein
yeah,
got arrested. He was the New
yeah,
York financier, dude.
yeah,
Well, I thought he was one
fucking
of the Raw general managers like years ago.
yeah,
He was a
yeah,
special guest.
Jeffrey, yeah. He was yeah. During the special guest era, they had Epstein. Yeah, we got Epstein, and next week Pee Wee Herman.
It's kind of similar.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, I don't know, it's stupid, especially like when every state in this country and federally it's legal to have Delta 8, Delta 10, THCA, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Also, Florida's still
Um,
like ass backwards with their laws. That's why
yeah, yeah.
when it
I
comes
mean, a
to
lot of
stuff
like
like that,
a lot of like the southern states aren't down with the clown yet as far as getting trees legal, but
it's like so stupid because it's like it's inevitable. Like it's going to happen.
yeah,
So I don't know why they're wasting like time and like
yeah, and
honestly
I don't,
and like resources on like cops like having to do paperwork and like booking people over like little shit like that. Just wasting
yeah,
time
when they
doing
could be
real
like
stuff. Yeah.
working on like meth, crack cocaine,
Hmm.
murders, all the fun stuff, you know. And yeah, it's stupid. She's I think at the most she'll get like some community service and she'll just do
Yeah,
Make a Wish
probably.
and make a bunch of kids happy and give them little boners. Hey, dude, I'm sorry. If I had to make a wish, I wouldn't be asking for John Cena. When I was a kid, I'd be like, bring Liv Morgan, bring Bianca, bring any of them.
And Braun Strowman.
John,
bring
yeah, and
Stephanie.
Braun. Yeah, bring Steph. I don't. No thanks. Tell John Cena to go be invisible somewhere else. He's
How
a
dare
part-time
you?
guy anyway. You know, I'm not using a Make-A-Wish on a part-timer. Okay,
Well, listen,
but
there's definitely better ways for the resources of, law enforcement to be used, like looking for who that devil is. What's going
yeah,
on?
that's what the money should be going into. Honestly,
Chris hated that transition.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
smooth with the segues
yeah,
now.
yeah. I mean, obviously this week it kind of made it seem like it could be Jungle Jack with like
Okay, that was this
everything
week.
have to do with glass, fucking, you know what I mean? And Hangman didn't fuck with Punk, so I'm sure he was one of the people that was like, yeah, you should fucking be able to go through real glass. Like, fuck that
Mhm.
piece of shit, Pepsi Phil. I
Yeah, I
like to go
think
into business for myself.
he did. The devil looked way too big to be Jack Perry, though. I think he could be in the group.
Yeah,
It'd be
I
cool.
think
Like
yeah,
I'm cool with
it's
Jack
like
Perry
weird
in the
though.
group, but
Yeah.
not being the
Has the
devil.
devil always been the same guy though, dressed up? Like because
No.
I've looked at so many different vids and it's a different guy each time. It seems like
Well,
when he was in the ring, it looked like a lot bigger.
even the mask looks like different from like this
Yeah,
time until like the first shot.
I think it'd be smart if they're just using like jobbers so people can't guess
Hmm.
exactly who's who because they haven't had them do any wrestling moves or anything. You know, they just do run-ins and like barely get tapped, like with
They,
Samoa Joe a few weeks back. So, which would be smart. I would just use jobbers too, just like because you don't want people guessing who it
they
could
should just
possibly be.
they should play into it and just put like a 400-pound wrestler as the devil one week. Like, yo,
Yeah, yeah,
who the fuck was
exactly.
that?
Abdul the Butcher.
Just throw people off their game.
Yeah, because I mean, like, and I think that'd be, I guess that would be the swerve that they're trying to pull is that like all the glass things would point to Jack Perry, but at the
Mhm.
same time, maybe that it is Jack Perry, and they just thought that that would go under, I don't know, going over
I don't
people's
know.
heads. But
I
yeah,
get
just doing the
yeah.
same exact spot that he did with Hook through the,
Mhm.
and then
I
obviously the
mean, yeah,
other two
Twitter
attacks were glass related.
moments later, Twitter was all over that, like saying the Jack Perry stuff
Yeah,
once it happened. So I don't know, but
yeah. It
Well,
would, I would, I feel like Jack Perry from the beginning was like people consider just because he's been away from TV. But
yeah,
yeah, it, like seems way too obvious. It'd
yeah.
be cool if he was in the group somehow. I mean, Wardlow still seems like a possibility, but I feel like he's kind of on his own journey. He
hmm
did say like he would, be at World's End basically to
yeah.
to
It
fuck
doesn't like
Max up.
it doesn't make sense for Wardlow simply because like
Yeah,
he doesn't need a group to beat the shit out of Max. Like
yeah, he doesn't.
I mean, he beat his ass at Double or Nothing. Like that was a
Yeah,
squash
he
match.
squashed the fuck out of him,
Like he
dude.
doesn't need like sneaky tactics to like
Yeah.
get at MJF.
Well, that's why I'd
Well,
like to see him like come out and like him and like with the Devil group and like he wants to kill Max really bad, but like at the same
Mhm.
time, kind of a Samoa Joe situation where he's like he's got to kind of team up with him to take care of the Devil
Yeah.
situation, and then they get to their shit.
yeah.
What are you saying, Jason?
Well, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I feel like a big thing they're doing is they're like playing on expectations a lot. So
hmm
like even with the Wardlow shoes matchup deal, it's like
yeah,
they stole a mask, they can steal some shoes too. You know what I mean?
It's true.
yeah, for real.
Anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, I would love if like Sweet Cheek Sammy was involved. God forbid, he's a
Dude,
fucking
I think his plan got ruined because I mean, kind of like not the segue, but like because the Kenny Omega news came out today about him being sick. I forget what
yeah,
the you guys know what it's called.
diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
assumed that Sammy was gonna come back at World's End and cost Jericho and Omega the match, like the tag match,
yeah,
because like Sammy's jealous that like they're not the Spanish gods anymore and he's tagging with
yeah, and
Kenny and
Jericho.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and
It would make
Jericho's being
and
a
that
dickhead
would
to
make
him.
sense. So I don't see him being in the Devil group, but I don't know what he's gonna do now because
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
cause
think Kenny's
yeah,
fighting at World's End.
yeah, it really it depends. Like with diverticulitis, like
Mhm.
whether how far along he was with it without getting
Yeah.
help, because you can have like certain procedures that have to be done, and then you're like kind of on the shelf a lot longer. But if he got there in like a decent time, like antibiotics and like 7 into like 10 or 11 days, like you
hmm
can recover, which if he was planning it, like maybe that's why he waited till exactly 2.5 weeks before World's End, but I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like if he was gonna fight at World's End, he wouldn't even announce that he had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He would
but
just
that could
kept
be
it
the
under
swerve.
wraps. Yeah, I
He's
don't.
looking for that John Cena Royal Rumble return. And no one knew he was coming back. Neck surgery. 3 days later, here he is, John
Yeah,
Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ruined my life. Was that 2008?
2008, I think.
Yeah. I remember when he came out because I wanted Triple H to win that 100%. And then John Cena, I'm like, oh, fucking great, dude. Well, there it goes for trips.
Were you there? It was at MSG.
No, I was watching it on PTV.
Hmm.
I mean, in the
I'm
living room
saying
as a
it was
kid.
close,
Yeah,
close
we
to
were
home.
watching it together. It was a good one.
I was
Yeah.
I was a big Cena mark back then, and you know
I
what? I
was
guess you
Yeah,
could
so
say I
Jason was
still am.
happy. Yeah.
I was not watching it, so I wasn't allowed to
Yeah.
watch wrestling as a child,
Yeah.
Yeah.
nor would my
Well, you were
parents
lucky because
ever
you would have
pay for
cried.
a pay-per-view.
Well,
Yeah.
it made it made you more curious. And I don't think we would be here having this conversation right now.
Yeah, I gotta go take a shit. So
Yeah. I thought you just took a stance as a kid that if they don't wrestlers don't unionize, you're not watching.
yeah, me and who was the politician that helped? He like tried to push that
Jesse,
too with
Jesse
him.
the Body.
No. There was someone like recent who's
Oh,
like
Wang
still,
Yang Gang.
yeah. He
Yeah,
was
that made me just
something on Twitter about
want to
that.
vote for that guy.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't care what your politics are, but it. If you're a wrestling supporter,
Yeah.
you drew me in.
What's your stance on the union for wrestlers?
Yeah,
How come they haven't asked
they need to
Trump or
start asking
Biden
the
that
real
at the
questions,
debates?
right? I
Yeah,
mean,
Well, I
dude,
mean,
who gives a fuck
where's
about
DeSantis, bro?
foreign
Asking
affairs?
he has all the wrestling in his state. You have to ask DeSantis.
He does, and he really does, and he's got GCW Wrestling, not to be confused with the actual company, Game Changer Wrestling, that doesn't absolutely suck. But no, I
yeah,
mean,
the
from what I
rip-off
see,
company, which is
yeah,
Generations Championship
No,
Wrestling.
I
I
think is it just generation? I think it's just one word. It's Generation Wrestling, which doesn't make sense. Just to be generational, probably, or
Generation.
yeah, I stand with
yeah,
Generation
yeah,
Wrestling. So
Yeah.
you
yeah.
better
I
watch
mean,
your fucking
I have no
mouth.
problem with them. Like, I don't. The wrestlers seem pretty
I
adequate
don't
in ring.
know who wrestles for Generational Wrestling. I don't know who runs it. I don't know where they're located, but
They're in Port St.
I
Lucie, I
stand with
believe,
them.
Florida. Yeah. I mean, I'll stand with them. I'm gonna go down. I'll check them out at
I,
some point and see
I'm
what they're
locking
about.
I'm
And
locking arm to arm with all of them in
If
yeah,
unison.
if all of the Generation Wrestling fans were killed, Chris would be still standing. There would
I'd
still
be
be
the
one
one.
fan.
I'd be the one who did
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Because they're not on your level.
yeah. There can only be one number one fan. That's why I'm glad. I'm just not gonna become a fan then. But I'm a fan of all wrestlers, so you know, I'll definitely go check it out, see what the rest is. But yeah, the owner just, yeah, I don't know. He's a little bit all over the place. He'll just talk shit, then he's just like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you know what? Like, we respect what those guys do with the death match wrestling, blah blah blah." And it's just like, yeah, just because you want people to stop saying you're a d head.
stop, stop bullying you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
you just
deserves it.
name
It's
your
fine.
company something else. You know,
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
There's,
It's like he did
I'm
no research before naming a company.
yeah,
I'm starting a company called TNA.
Shit,
yeah.
Token and L, baby.
Oh, they're gonna say
Brum,
tits and
brum,
ass,
brum.
that's what I thought he was gonna say.
What?
or
Dude,
from like Eastbound and Down, was it like taters and tits? You get like
yeah, that's
tits and taters,
TNT.
one of the
Taters
two.
and ass, or taters
Oh,
and
that's right. TNT. I'm sorry. Yeah,
taters
I
and
don't know.
aioli.
I'm still stuck on last
Dude,
week. The
what
whole
about
boobies shit. I need to get it out of my head.
dude?
Boobies.
Do you see TNA's announcement that happened today?
Gonna
Well,
be
so
some
what like
crazy
game was it? Because
people.
I know that Okada and Osprey are wrestling at the
I
Hard
don't
to
know.
Kill.
Let me read the exact verbiage that Scott Demore said.
So it's for hard to kill, right?
He said, "Yeah, at Hard to Kill, worlds will collide on January 13th. You won't believe who is showing up." I don't know what that means, but I don't know who.
Maybe Sting,
It's
right?
Santa.
But Sting, I guess, but like
He'll
I
just
don't
come
know.
out and
He's
music will
not
play and
gonna.
he'll just stand there
I guess he could wrestle there if
and
it's
bring
like
his bat out and just go.
say it's like Sting's retirement tour.
Yeah, it would
He
make
has
sense, right? If they're coming back and like he's
it'd be
retiring in a
it'd
couple
be
months
cool.
anyway. Yeah, because that's kind of like the Great Muta was doing last year, his
Mhm.
retirement tour. He like hit up a bunch of like past
Yeah,
companies he's done shit with and kind of made his rounds.
yeah, but
But
I
yeah,
can't tell if he's teasing an appearance or if he's teasing a signing.
yeah, I know it's hard to tell. Because I was looking at it
Hmm.
earlier too. I'm just like, well, thanks. But I know Osprey and Okada are there.
Hmm.
It's weird because the first like so they're doing two pay-per-views that weekend. They're pulling a GC dub.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Saturday is Snake Eyes,
Hmm.
which gets TNA back, and then Sunday is Hard to Kill
Okay.
because I want it to be a sick fuck and fly out there. And
Hmm.
I was like, there's no like I just gotta do one. Like, what's the better one? And it seems like Hard to Kill
I would do Hard
just
to Kill.
based off that
Yeah.
Osprey and Okada's there. And I went to
Yeah.
Hard to Kill last year, so I guess
I say on the count of three, we say who's showing up.
All right.
who's showing up.
Yeah.
Count up.
One, two, three,
Dolph
Ryback.
Ziggler. John didn't say any.
My guess was Sting. My guess was Sting. I said it before, and now I
Dude,
can't think of anything else. Like an
Ryback.
active guy.
It's Ryback, dude.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
it's
it
it's
would be
Ryback's
cool.
retirement tour.
Well, he lives in Vegas, so I mean,
Oh, dude, what if it's Ryback managed by Pauly Shore and Nicolas Cage?
that dude, I wish
Did you hear?
that would lose my mind.
Not to go off topic of wrestling. I was listening to a podcast where like Pauly Shore I guess hangs out with Nicolas Cage now all the time because they live in Vegas together and they're neighbors.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
think
insane.
yeah
That's so
because
sick.
yeah because they're on like the same street over because
Hmm.
Paulie when his dad passed away, I think that was his dad's place, and I think he took that
Uh,
spot over. Yeah, because his dad is like an old
hmm.
did comedy, show business, production, all different types
I
of
think it
shit.
was it his mom or was his mom was Mitzi who ran the comedy store,
Yeah,
but
Mitzi. Yeah, she ran the
yeah.
comedy club. I think they were like, I think they opened it together. They got divorced, and the mom really
Hmm.
just kind of, I think he was part owner still, but the mom kind of just ran the
Okay.
show,
Yeah.
and he kind of dabbled in all different other stuff, and ended up in
Yeah,
Vegas for a
then
while.
Paulie opened a store in Vegas, but a comedy club, I think.
Yeah,
But I digress, I guess. If you're going to Hard to
yeah,
Kill, check out Paulie's comedy store.
yeah. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to kill because it really just comes down to can I have that extra money from fantasy football, and that's why I prayed to all
Stop.
my CM Punks. I pray to all of them. You got to pray to the straight edge gods
Your
to give
totem
you the
spirit.
riches. Yeah,
Throw it up,
I know
Jason.
everyone else out there's probably got some fantasy stuff going on. So yeah, 28.45. That's it.
That's all you need.
Should have played Tony's other day. I don't know what I was thinking. Change the
I
three minutes for the game, but
I need Jason Myers to miss 16 field goals to win my other league. So could
that's
happen.
not bad.
Could
Yeah,
happen.
I got a -1 from the kicker I went against last night. So
There you
we'll
go.
see. So
What's
I
next?
think that brings us basically,
You guys
to
remember
the
when
straight edge
Gronk?
god, CM Punk. So I was right.
Remember when Gronk needed Vince to help him
Dude.
Yeah,
with
well, he
his
had to jump
fall?
off first. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Gronk was a little scared. Vince was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking do it,"
You guys are gonna make this really
and he
hard
does
to
it.
edit. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, what
Yeah,
were you saying, John?
Dude,
CM Punk?
we're
that's
keeping all of this in.
yeah. This is all staying in.
uh,
But
I'm
yeah.
Dude
So
hates
my
Pauly Shore.
assumption, yeah, my assumptions on Punk's scary because I'm always checking his IG story because it's just once you check someone's story once or twice, it's just always there in the fucking
Mhm.
corner. So he, his cryptic stuff with him and Dom, like, and that, as they said announced last week, it'll be him versus Dirty Dom will be his first match back, but it won't be on TV. It will be at a WWE Live Dark event December 30th in
The
the
Kia
Kia
Forum.
Forum,
Yeah.
the Kia Forum,
Do you see
and
what Dom posted today about it?
yeah, I fucking love the he's on like the meme shit, and they're all just super pixelated.
No, he posted the gif of Punk messing up. I think it was the buckshot in AEW or it was a
Yeah,
different move. He posted the gif of that and said something. I can look it
yeah,
up.
and he posted like a picture by picture of like Punk when he also was in the tag match against the Guns, and he went to jump over the ropes and got caught.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
That's what
Yeah.
it was. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't see Dom's directly. I saw like a repost from one of those pages, and it was super pixelated, and they blamed it on
Yeah.
Dom. Like,
It
of
is
course,
very
Dom posted a
pixelated.
pixelated thing, but I think it's just him being a creep even more because Dom's funny. That's his thing.
Well, apparently there's like rumors he signed a 5-year deal, which makes sense.
Yeah, I just saw.
Like
Yeah,
a
he has
new
to be a
deal.
lifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, they'll
you
see
can
it
only
on
hope.
TV though eventually.
Yeah, I, I would,
100.
I would, I would suspect that they should just might as well put it on main event so people will have a reason to watch it.
I don't think I don't think anyone at that company cares about main event views at all, to be real with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you might as well throw it on main event or something. Like,
Mhm.
because they
I don't
still
think they
film
want. I
main
don't think they'd
event
want.
for,
The dark match. You mean?
yeah, the dark match.
Okay.
Just so not even like the whole event. Just like
Hmm.
you might as well just and throw it up on main event. At least you'll get like some people hopping on Peacock and
Yeah,
checking out. You know, but
I'd pass.
I guess
Nah.
we'll never know. Yeah. I mean, it'll look kind of like just like the Randy match when Randy came back, and which is so dope that Dom gets to be the one to break, pop the
Yeah.
cherries. But
Who was his first match in AW? Punk. Who popped
Good
his?
question.
who Punks? Was it
Yeah,
Darby?
that was his
I think it
first
was Darby,
paper. That might
right?
have been his first pay-per-view match. I don't know. I'll look it up. Makes
Do
sense
it.
though.
Yeah, I got an ad to read.
Okay, we can see. Yeah, might as well start the ad.
I did this one, and there definitely was more workshopping to do, but we're here. Here we are. Anyway, here's an
Yeah.
ad read. Pepsi fills filled Pepsi. What's it filled with, you might ask? First, we stuff in all the broken promises made in CM Punk's promos. On top of that, we cram in enough anger to beat up the 90210 guy's son because he quoted a Justin Timberlake song at you. After that, we shove in as much of that weird white goo that came out of the wall in that movie that Punk did to make this thing almost burst at the seams. But that's not all. On top of all that, we finish things off with a sprinkle of Colt Cabana's tears and the antipsychotics that Ryback hasn't been taking. And also, we got Diet Pepsi Max. It's got MJF on it, and it contains paint thinner.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think Punk, uh, the whole Crimey River thing bothered him because he was in a loop with the whole Britney stuff. Because at least that's what he says.
I think it's because he got cut from Trolls 3.
Damn.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, he's upset. You upset him now.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
See
no,
you
that
later,
makes
Phil.
sense. Because he
Yeah.
has been trying to break out to film. And now that we're talking about wrestling in film, let's go right to the Iron Claw.
Let's get clawed, dog.
So,
Well, it's out in a couple days because we're not cool enough to get the sneak peeks. You know what I mean?
yeah, I've been
Not
calling
not.
up. I've been calling up Zac Efron's agent like every day.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
there was like public showings, but it was only like December 13th, and it was like a Wednesday, and there was no theaters. It was like random theaters, like
yeah, it
select
was like in
theaters.
Los Angeles or El Paso, Texas, or some
Yeah,
shit like that. Yeah. And you have
yeah.
to like
So the
be
first,
pro and
yeah,
like yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna see it Thursday. That's
Yeah,
the
just
first.
because
That's the first day it comes out.
yeah, they're like nighttime showings to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'll definitely have to check it out Thursday. The wife has no choice but to come. And she's into
but like
A24 movies.
I think regular people will like it. Like I don't think it's an exclusive like wrestling fan movie. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it has it has Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White. Like those are just two like top guys right now.
Yeah. And yeah, and
Top guys out.
she's a mark for lip. So
There you go.
Well, yeah,
I just
this is probably the first major film about wrestling since like
the
Fighting with
wrestler.
My
the
Family. I
the
mean, the
wrestler,
wrestler was
dude.
definitely tonally similar.
No person
Yeah.
outside the wrestling bubble knows what the fuck Fighting with My Family is.
Yeah. And it's crazy
Exactly.
because
It's like wrestling fans and people who like Simon Pegg movies because they saw Nick Frost
yeah.
was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's it. Like
My girlfriend, she likes Florence Pugh, so that's what
Dude,
my
we saw it
aim
in
was.
theaters.
yeah, prove
Me
it.
and Jason saw that in theaters, and I thought it was like the way they made the trailers for it when that came out, Wrestling with My Family, it looked like a PG Disney movie or something. So I was like, fuck
Mhm.
that. And then we ended up like there was nothing planned. I was like, yeah, let's check it out. And yeah, it's a lot more adult themed than I thought, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It
Did
was
you
decent.
saw it, Chris? Did you watch it?
I saw it a few years ago. I honestly
Yeah.
don't remember much of what
It was
happened.
yeah.
I just knew The Rock was in it.
Yeah. I'm kind of
he-
pissed they kept
And
the
he
whole
yelled at
Xavier Woods
Paige's
scene out.
daughter.
Yeah, he did.
That's a sequel.
Yeah, that's the A24 one.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think of the like cross promotion with that and AEW? Like they had the Von Erichs,
I just wish
Uh,
they did more.
Ross and Marshall.
Like I think it's
Yeah,
cool. I think it's cool they did the little promo with him, but I wish they did it in the ring. And
yeah, that was a
and I,
little bit cheap.
and like they didn't and they didn't give really them any kind of like time to say anything.
Yeah, they
They
just kind of stood there and just
But
like,
I mean,
yeah.
to give them credit, the AEW gave them 2 matches each, or not each, but 2 matches, like one on ROH and one on Rampage.
Yeah, they were on the
Zero,
pre-show for
the 0
ROH, right?
hour,
0 hour.
yeah.
That was a
They were
great 0 hour.
they versed the
Mhm.
Outrunners,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
and like
was a.
it'd be cool if they got signed to ROH and then
I
worked
think
their
they
way up.
should. I
Mhm.
really think they should,
They've
honestly.
been just like in MLW for a while.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff on the Indies, MLW,
Mhm.
and kind of bounced around, and
I just
they've
like,
got they've got the look, they've got the name.
yeah, but and like I don't not want them to go to WWE, but like the only thing I wouldn't like about them going to WWE is that they're not Devon Eriks anymore. They would just be
Mhm.
like, it'd be like Randall, like something's like Lucas and so
Yeah,
like two
yeah,
first name guy. You know what I mean? Just be like a
yeah.
dumbass name.
They'd probably be Cowboys for sure. At least
Yeah.
they'd keep that, but
That's what they do with
yeah,
Braun Breaker and Pillman. They
yeah,
just like they got rid of their last names and the
Yeah.
Rock's daughter, but like you can't really put the
yeah.
Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been
Tough
like
act to
she's been doing
follow.
stuff with
Mhm.
yeah, she like her like character connects with like Pillman's character like through NXT.
Mhm.
She
Did
was
did
she
Pillman interact with The Rock back in the day? I don't know.
I don't I think they were in it in the Fed at the same time. It was kind of when when the Rock was coming in and Pillman was like slowly on his way out because of his
Mhm.
injuries and shit,
Oh,
and
okay.
then eventual death, unfortunately. But
Yeah, rest in
yeah, I
peace, The
don't
Rock.
yeah. Dwanta Claus. He's coming but he's came back as Dwanta Claus. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the whole generational thing, and he'll eventually be Brian Pillman or Brian Pillman Jr. Either or. I think that's
Mhm.
like, because dude, he dresses like him. He wears the same
I'm gonna
shirt. He
say like
wears
but that's the same with
yeah,
Braun Breaker. The only thing like separate from like that is their names. Like
yeah,
Braun dress like his gear and what he looks like looks just like Rick and Scott.
yeah. He
And
sounds
Pillman
exactly like
dressed just
Scott.
like Pillman. Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary that he sounds exactly like his
Mhm.
uncle, not his dad.
That's a good thing, dude.
Yeah. Well, did I don't want to cause conspiracies, but did Big Papa Pump walk in one night? You know what I mean? His sister-in-law is hanging out, and he said, "Hey!" And he started doing math problems and pumping those little muscles that are on top of other muscles and shit. And then he gave him it. He gave him the
There you
kid. I
go.
mean, if they did, she got did the DNA test, and it said, yeah, it's most likely
It's a
because brothers
Steiner.
share the DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
came out screaming.
33.3%
Dude,
Steiner.
that's what they said. Steiner and 69er.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So hey,
Get her
but
done.
no, he looks like his dad. Just sounds like his uncle, which is perfect, I guess. Probably should be the other way around. You don't want the dog face, and you want to sound like Rick, but I don't. What can
Listen,
you do?
Rick had
Yeah.
some great moments back in the day, okay?
Hasn't had many great moments recently.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's probably why he won't like change to Steiner. But
Yeah.
there was
he's
one
the guy.
thing between Pillman and The Rock I was just researching, and it was that thing when it was at the Slammy Awards and Pillman was like roasting everyone,
Mhm.
and he roasted The Rock. He talked shit to Ahmed Johnson.
Oh
Oh,
man.
damn. All a damn.
Yeah,
But yeah.
and then Teddy Long came out and said, "Holla, holla, 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 holla."
I think every segment can be saved by Teddy Long saying holla holla
Yeah,
holla.
yeah. He was still in WCW and doing. Did he say holla holla back in the early WCW days, or is he just?
I don't know. When he was managing Doom.
Yeah, when he was the guy that ate before he went on the Atkins diet. That Teddy Long. Pre Ozempic.
How could you?
Hey, he looks good after Ozempic, dude. As soon as he came to the Fed, he got whipped into shape.
What else did you guys like from ROH Final Battle?
I honestly liked almost all of it. I was excited to see Ethan Page get it on because I don't know, he could have. They really missed out. We were talking about the last week about like pushes that were missed out on, and I'm glad him and Tony Nese got to throw down a good amount. It was a pretty solid match.
Yeah, so his tag team's back, man of the year.
Um,
Because
they make it,
yeah.
yeah, it makes it seem like that, but like I don't know if Scorpio is just there to like support him and like, yeah, good job after win. I don't know. Yeah, it was hard to tell. And then
I'd be fine with that.
yeah, I'd be okay with it because now it should be the way it should have been, where Ethan is the one getting the push and Scorpio's kind of,
Yep.
the help, and
Yeah.
it can be the veteran that kind of gives him the advice.
Where's Dan Lambert?
Dude, that's what I want to know. He was a pretty solid manager, honestly.
Where's Paige Van Zandt?
I don't know. I'm sure some little kids out there doing Make-A-Wishes, but but we might not know.
Yeah.
But
We'll get
I
our
mean,
team on it.
yeah, I fucking absolutely loved the 5-man survival match for the TNT. I'm sorry, that's TNT ROH TV title.
Mm-hmm. Was that Fletcher?
Yeah,
Commander was in that?
Yeah, Fletcher, Commander, Brian Keith,
Both
Lee
these.
Moriarty. Yeah, and Keith, it was funny. He
Lee
fought in
Johnson.
0 Hour, and Lee Johnson. Yeah, he fought in 0 Hour. Brian Keith, and he was the mystery man, I guess. And
Yeah,
they had him.
it was like a qualifier match. I guess they made it.
Yeah, they had some fun surprises. That's like Eddie Kingston ended up having a match, putting the title on the line because it was weird. Like, how is the ROH title on the line? He had that on the line against what do you call it? Against Anthony Henry.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, cool and so random as fuck. But I love Anthony Henry, so I was cool with it. But I was like, all right,
yeah, him and
I'm
JD
down with
Drake
that.
make like a great tag team.
Yeah, definitely. I love them. The workhorsemen.
Yeah,
I
he
still
does some
miss-
crazy kicks.
I still miss the wingman though.
The wingman.
Bro, where is Cesar Bononi?
I don't.
Where did he go?
He apparently he helped Ethan Page like in his time off on like a workout regimen and all of that he put together for him.
If you have
So,
information
I know he's a pro
about
trainer.
if you have information about Cesar Bononi's whereabouts, please get in touch with us, invasionangle@gmail.com. Thank you.
It says Bononi. I thought that's how you pronounce. That's how you say it.
I thought it was Cesar Bononi, Caesar.
Yeah, it says
He's Brazilian, so whatever the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Would be. Yeah, but I miss you, and please come home. Your children miss you.
Yeah, it used to be really good. I remember it was a classic episode of BTE, which we're missing that too these days. But
dude, be in the Dark Order.
Is that a thing now?
Where have you been? Like the last 5 weeks.
I've been busy.
Busy
fishing.
Busy looking for Cesar Bononi. Cesar.
Yeah.
Trying to get any kind of information about him.
Yeah, they're on
episode. It's with ISOL probably.
They're on episode 4 of being in the Dark Order right now.
Yeah.
You goddamn idiot.
Well,
but
get caught up.
Yeah, but on that Survivor match though, like Commander and Kyle Fletcher, like that shit was fucking awesome because they were, they were final 2 and they just basically had a match at the end between them. Like it might as well have been a full match. And yeah,
what was it?
That
was elimination pin type deal.
Yeah, elimination. Yeah, yeah. It was like kind of like a gauntlet survival mode type thing. Yeah. And Brian Keith was cooking with Fletcher, and then Commando came out, and it was fucking because they had the crowd believing Commando was gonna win, but I was like, no, sorry, I wanted him to win,
It was the
but like
Texas crowd, dude.
yeah, and I wanted him bad to win, and like I don't know, he was just fucking. He's always next level, but he was just
Yeah.
yeah. The
Well,
spots were fucking off the
they're
chain.
like-
Both of them are awesome
Mhm.
together.
They're strapping a rocket to Fletcher right now, so
Yeah, well, he's a part of the
Yeah.
pervert family,
Mhm.
so
it's just his
so you
tag
know
partner
he was gonna win. Yeah,
keeps getting hurt.
yeah. I mean,
Mark
I think
Davis.
he stands out as a singles competitor on his own.
Yeah, he's
And
a tall dude
he's
too.
he's a big dude, yeah, and he looked great in that singles role, and like the title makes sense on him.
Mhm.
I would have loved if Commander won, but I'm realistic that if you're part of the Don Callis Sicko family
Mhm.
and you're on AWTV and not on ROH, yeah, let's just give him the title. So we got more guys with titles on AEW TV.
If you don't appear in
You know?
ROH, you're more likely to win the belt.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
honestly, luchas don't ever get singles titles besides what do you call it? Ray Phoenix did, right? Just because they had to like
Yeah,
because
That
Moxley
was-
got a concussion.
that was like on the fly call.
Yeah, because he got a concussion. That's the only
Yeah.
way that's gonna happen. Besides that, they just
Yeah,
get trios
I'm trying to
or
think. I don't think.
no one.
No. Yeah.
They just get tag titles or and they do all the amazing spots and then they just
Mhm.
oh sorry. And that makes me sad, TK, that you have to that Moxley has to get a concussion for you just to give it to him. Then Ray Phoenix dropped it like right away. Not soon after, pretty soon after.
Yeah. I wonder who Orange is gonna drop it to.
I don't. That's a good question.
I have,
Who do you
I have no idea.
who do you think goes? Well, yeah.
It
The
could be.
international
It could
title has
be
been so
anyone.
great. Yeah,
I think that's what's cool about it too. Like I think anyone could take it off.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's and Orange will make sure it's a good match. But I feel like he's
Exactly, yeah.
still. I'm sure. I don't think it'll be too soon though. I think he still has like a bit of a run at least to Revolution because getting like having Moxley put him over like that. Like I don't think you
Mhm.
waste that shit right away by him losing to someone like possibly lesser than Moxley.
I
But
could see him losing to like Jay White or someone in like the pervert Callis family
yeah.
group.
Yeah, I thought Switchblade is definitely the guy
Mhm.
to go for that eventually, especially just like the whole day of international. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Well, I
and
think
then
I think is Jay White versus Moxley this week. I think this is like the last rounds of the Continental Classic.
yeah, I think it is right because they haven't faced each other
Mhm.
yet, so it has to be.
Yeah, and people are saying like it could be like a three-way tie in the one. I don't know
I
if
think they're
it's
gonna have I think they're gonna have some
Yeah.
type of stuff to try to put like someone over, like oh see like three people made it,
because
but
I think if Jay White beats Mox, then it's a three-way tie with Mox, Swerve, and White.
but how does it work? Like, do they do tiebreakers if you beat that person in
Yeah,
your
but
face
like
in your face to face? But
like Mox beats Swerve, and then if White beats Mox and Swerve beat White, then it's all tied anyway.
I'm in the darkness.
Yeah, what happened to
Great.
you?
Great. I'm in the darkness.
Yeah, so I think it would be it does go by matchup, but I think their matchups line up, so it still would be a tie.
Yeah. So, do you think that they're all gonna have 12? So it would be
It would-
Moxley,
yeah.
Swerve, and Jay White all against each other?
Yeah, I guess in the semifinals.
Yeah, so that would mean Moxley would have to lose to Jay White.
And yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I think it's what Kingston, Andrade's left,
Yeah.
and Danielson, Claudio, and some other ones. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Claudio beat Andrade over the weekend, right? To give him his first loss, I think,
Yeah, I think so.
on
And
a
then-
collision.
No,
Mhm.
he
No?
lost to Andrade.
Oh, so Andrade beat Claudio?
Oh no, I'm wrong.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
thought
was gonna
Claudio
say.
beat
him.
Andrade.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And then
Yeah, he beat
and
him.
then Kingston beat Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia has 0 wins.
I think Garcia's gonna get a win over Brody
Yeah.
and put him over.
Well, and then Brody lost to the American Dragon
I think so.
and the main event, I think it was, or
Yep,
yeah, because
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
He also
Because-
lost to Andrade.
yeah. Because Andrade pulled Breeze underwear off his head and exposed his eye. He took advantage of that.
That's the House of Black, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The darkness.
the darkness. Yeah, the House of Black for sure. What's going on? What's going on with Malachi? Like,
Is he still hurt? Kind of.
I don't know. I just since his last appearance of like mentioning CM Punk and Cesaro and being a
Oh
psycho,
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
I
I
feel like he
heard.
probably got in a little bit of trouble about that. Probably not like actual trouble, but like, hey man, why would you do that?
Danielson
Why are you
talked to
doing
him.
that? Yeah, Danielson spanked him,
Mhm.
Well,
sent him
you
to
know,
PC principal's office.
it might just be, like a maintenance period or something for him, whether like
That's right.
for
Well, yeah,
injury.
that's what I heard. That he's like kind of injured, so he's only doing tag matches this whole year.
Yeah, well, he hasn't had a singles match in what, like a year and a half or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's some weird stat. I saw it. It's like, oh my,
Mhm.
yeah, it was summer of 2022 or something
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah, so he might be nursing an injury.
Yeah, well, he does have a history of some injuries when he was in the
Mhm.
Fed and then goes over. So I'm sure it's like, probably I don't even know what injuries he ever had, but I'm sure it's something he deals with on a reg for sure and gets
Yeah.
re-injured easily. But oh no, he has to hang out with Zelina. I feel bad for him. Poor guy has to go home and yeah. Well, I mean, she's on the road probably more. She's busier with the Fed schedule,
They
but
got house shows to do.
yeah, they got Sunday Stunners.
Dude, but Trips gave him the week off for Christmas, and everyone
Yeah,
loves him.
Papa
uh,
Trips.
that's their Christmas bonus, and it was not a paid week off, and they did have to pay for their flights like usual. I'm
And
sure
you
they
had
got they got something nice for the holidays.
to see their
Pizza
family,
party.
dude.
Yeah, exact. Is there? Do they
You can
do?
see
I
your
guess they don't
family
have
for
to.
one day.
Yeah. Does WWE do holiday bonuses? I've never heard anyone in a shoot interview say that they do or anything like that.
I don't know.
Right? I've never come across that.
I would say probably, right?
Yeah. I
I
would
would
something.
I would put it in my contract.
Yeah.
I get a
And then
$5 Christmas bonus every year.
yeah. Yep. And they just send you like they just send you the Jinder Mahal t-shirts.
Yeah, I was gonna say they give you a gift card to WWE
I want to
shop.com.
use Jinder Mahal
Yeah.
action figure as my
Yep.
Christmas bonus.
Dude, they'll pay you to take that, I'm pretty sure.
Taking up room.
Yeah. But also Athena beat Billy.
Yeah, Billy
Yeah,
Starks.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna take it, and that's what everyone kind of wanted. But you know what? Because they're the best thing going women wise in
Mhm.
ROH, and basically the only thing going. I mean Layla Hirsch like has been doing some stuff on there. Who I love her. She's
Mhm.
great. But but the way to fix that is let's just add another title. And that's why Tony brought it on the ROH TV title for the
The
women's
women's,
ROH
yeah.
TV title. Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Because
cool with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean I love titles, but it's just, there you have to sometimes build feuds and like build a women's division. You can't just
Mhm.
throw titles at every boo-boo all the time. It's just like,
Mhm.
oh, I don't know what to do with all right, let's just like put a title. And if they have the title on them, then that'll kind of start to give them a name. But I don't know.
I mean,
I guess we'll see.
Tony gave the women a lot of time on a collision, like this
Yeah, I'm
Saturday's
glad.
collision. He gave them 2 women's matches, which is like never happens.
No,
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
He's listening to DMD maybe finally.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
for
Rich,
mean,
is
real.
she injured or
the
something? What is
audience.
she doing? What is going on with Britt?
Busy the dentist. She's busy.
Right? Like I've been confused
Clearly.
about that. I've been very confused what's going on with that whole situation.
I don't know how this happened.
You have to delete that.
I don't know what this is. This is. Oh, these are our
That's a
parents, John. That's
Yeah.
mom. That's dad.
Yeah.
I don't know what I thought it was.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
Get rid of
They
it. I'm
always,
scared.
yeah, they always packed me a little Jack Daniel shooter and a banana for lunch at school every day.
Yup.
And then mom would
And-
drive me to school and just run over all the fucking cones.
for
And
And then and
for
dad
those of
and,
you that are
and
listening.
and dad would pick you up from tennis practice.
Yep. Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Yes, he would.
For those of you
So,
listening, it was Jim Cornette with Tammy Sitch, Sonny.
yeah. Who?
Not my parents,
Yeah.
but you know, a boy can dream.
Yeah. Boy can dream for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's gone away for like 18 years or something. I forget what the,
Yeah. A little
Yeah.
late sentence. Probably should have been more.
yeah. I mean, considering she's got like endless DUIs in a row without
Dude,
a license.
She might have a world record
Yeah.
for
This-
DUIs.
Yeah, and DUIs with a suspended license too.
Mhm.
She's up there. She did a bunch of those in Jersey, right?
Yeah. Well, it was like by Point Pleasant, I think. That area.
Yeah.
think
Like
she's
Point
from
Pleasant, like
around here.
Middletown and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Hazlitt.
Man, maybe it's
Yeah.
Hazlitt she's from. Yeah, she's a piece of shit though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty clear, you know. There's other
She's good
mysterious
enough.
stats in the
She's
wrestling
good
world
enough
and that.
for Dolph Ziggler though. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
And she took a picture of him just to make sure everyone knew.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not bailing her out right now. Come on,
It's
man.
true.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think she paid for all the antibiotics Dolph had to take after that. So, which
If WWE unionized, they would have paid for this medical expenses. So
they would have,
Yeah.
you know.
what the fuck, Vince?
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on,
Piece
man.
of shit.
Yeah. Sean definitely laughed at Dolph.
He's
That's like some like hero thing for sure. Like
He
I
said-
have to be like HBK.
yeah. Well, Sean sent over his new pill box so he can sort it to Dolph and sort his pills for him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a hero.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Mr. Hickenbottom's nice now. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, him and CM Punk love each other. They take cute selfies.
They do. I don't think they ever had heat though, did they?
No, they used to.
I have no idea.
Just him and
They
Triple
used to
H
tag
did.
team together like a lot, like on house shows and just
Hmm.
like.
Yeah, with Triple H
randomly.
too. He was yes, Punk was doing a lot with DX. So that's I think like a lot of that was too. Is just like
Yeah.
Punk looked up to him, and then Punk wanted some more support from Triple H as far as creative with Vince and stuff, and because he was a
Triple H-
wrestler and he gets it
Triple
more.
H chose his guy, and that's Seth Rollins. You know, so.
Hell froze over. It has frozen over. And you can get that shirt at www.shop.com. And
Well, you
yes,
know-
they are paying me for this.
At least
Someone-
Punk
They pay
is
me-
consistent. He was stealing fucking Bret Hart's stuff in AEW. Now he's still stealing it in WWE. So
That's true.
Eh, he
Dude's-
went to www.shop.com and he got his Bret Hart gear. All right.
AEW and WWE need to fire everyone who makes the t-shirts at their company because they're god awful across the board.
Yeah.
one of my favorites from
yeah.
the archive is the AJ Styles one that looks like nuts.
That's a TNA one, dude. I think TNA made that shirt.
I don't buy it. What were you saying, John?
No, I was saying I agree. AEW shirts have, out of all the t-shirts I've gotten, like WWE t-shirts are made well, good material, like some solid, thick
Mhm.
cotton material that lasts a while, but
the
the
graphic
AEW
design.
shirts are just fucking cooler. I went
Yeah.
to the
They're
Punk's
both-
Return on Raw
Mhm.
and wearing my AEW I'm a Collision Guy Punk shirt, and I'm looking at the CM Punk shirt that they have like at merch for WWE. I'm just like, well, I'm not getting that. Like I'm
Yeah.
wearing the cooler one that was made this year.
Jason
But
has the pin me War Daddy shirt.
No,
Yeah.
I have that. What's
You have
that?
the-
Will Hobbs book? Or,
You got the Will Hobbs shirt, yeah.
Yeah,
Big
the Will
big
Hobbs
black
shirt.
and jacked.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the one
Yeah.
I really want.
Dude, I want it too. I support Will Hobbs. He's a fucking hero.
He really is.
Oh, I
He
love
is the
Hobbs.
man. Yeah, he really should have been the one in Hobbs and Shaw, but what can you do?
That'd be
He should
sick.
have a team with Samuel Shaw.
Dude, that's actually like that's a phenomenal idea.
Hobbs and
Right?
Shaw.
Yeah,
Dude,
It's just their last names, so you
All Elite
can't really.
Yeah.
Wrestling presents Hobbs and Shaw.
yeah, and I mean, isn't Universal a part of the? It's part under the umbrella of Warner Brother Discovery, right?
Shit. Dude,
So,
that'd be,
You're making
Yeah.
that'd
we're
be
making
insane.
they would make awesome shirts, and they could come out in awesome cars too.
Someone
whose hand
call
do we gotta shake to get this
someone
made?
call Vince to release Dexter Loomis again, aka
Yeah.
Samuel Shaw, so we can make this happen.
We need it. We need the Hobbs and Shaw, the one we all actually want.
Yeah.
We got one last thing on the docket, and it's Randy Orton versus LA Knight and AJ for #1 contender against Roman.
Dude.
Yeah, so that's at SmackDown Revolution, or SmackDown New Year's Revolution, which is
Mhm.
like I guess a show they used to have, but they're merging it with SmackDown because I think it's right at the end of the year. Perfect. And yeah, so they're doing a triple threat match to see who faces Roman at the Royal Rumble, which Randy's gonna win it for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a given.
and that's why like they tease at the end because AJ Styles came out to help Randy in LA with the bloodline,
Mhm.
and then they're all just looking at the bloodline. AJ gave him a forearm to the back of the head, knocked LA
Mhm.
Knight out, and then just looked at Randy and
And he
just
was like, "I'm jacked AF."
yeah, dude. And that gets into the next point, dude. It's like him and Randy came back as animals, dude. AJ Styles has never been this fucking ripped, dude. It's in
Like the
It was
gas.
Randy. Randy's gigantic, dude. Randy talking face to face because he's like taller than Roman, and like, but dude, he
Mhm.
just looks so much bigger than Roman. Like when they
Dude,
had their
Roman needs to get on the gas too.
yeah, he does,
It's
dude. I mean,
back. It's
especially if he's doing the
time.
Hollywood stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He doesn't have to do too much, Roman, but he'll fight the Royal Rumble. But honestly, like people get pissed about that, but like Roman wanted to start doing more Hollywood stuff like 2 years ago, but he realized this run would be so over as it was, the bloodline and all that. So he's just kind of been,
And
he's
COVID
like, all
stuff
right,
too,
I'll
probably.
stay. Yeah. And COVID stuff. So it's just like, fuck, all right, I'll keep doing
Mhm.
it. And then every year they're like, hey, can you give us another year, Roman? And he's like, fuck,
It's
okay.
like I can give you another year, but I'll be there for 10 days
Yeah.
of that
10
year.
days. Yeah. He's got the Brock schedule, which is perfect because he turned into Brock. That's what he used to always talk shit to him about
What
in
a
their
piece of shit.
promos.
I remember like coming back to wrestling in 2018. I'm like, this Brock Lesnar guy is gonna fucking lose one of these days. And then he would just
Yeah.
never lose. And I'm like, what is happening? And now it's
Yeah.
just like Roman Reigns has acquired all the part timer power in the world, and
Yeah.
he's
Rinse and
nuts.
repeat.
Yep. And then show up to just like one TV a month before the pay-per-view and you're good to go.
It's a sad world we live in.
I still can never get over how funny the Brock squash Kofi match was.
Just fucking ridiculous.
That was honestly, that's Vince McMahon humor to the full extent,
That
dude.
didn't
Just
it hurt to laugh.
That was Fox's premiere, and AEW premiered like days before that. And Kevin Smith and
yeah.
Jason Mewes were at the AEW debut, and they were supposed to be at the Fox one, and Vince pulled the ban hammer on them. He's like,
Yeah.
you're uninvited.
Yeah, and it was funny because like Kevin
Dude,
Smith's like, I had no idea it was that serious.
free
And
Kevin Smith.
free him, dude.
He
Open
was
the
crying.
forbidden door.
He posted a picture of him crying after he got banned.
Yeah.
That's
He said he liked
insane.
wrestling, but I haven't seen him at it again.
Yeah, he's too
Was he
busy.
just placating? I think maybe
I'm gonna nut in your ass and come on your boobies.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Kevin Smith and how it really hurt him. And John was wondering, is he just placating to the wrestling audience to get views on his film?
Oh,
Yeah.
nope.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling Kevin Smith
Well,
is
that's why he was there to begin with,
yeah, to get the movie over.
because that was when the reboot came out. James Silent Bob reboot came out that October, and That's when AEW debuted and the Fox debuted October of 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there was like spots with like Angelico.
We sent Helico and Jack Evans. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good times.
I missed
it
them.
would it was such a miss not having them on WWE because they would have done a segment with backstage with Riddle.
Mhm. Yeah, for real.
Riddle
True.
and Jason Mewes would have been it would have
And-
been too good.
And Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
And Matt
Free Liv.
Seidel, he's hiding backstage.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't
speaking
work
of all
there.
these TV shows and all the deals they're put on, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. We could probably, just hop on this and here. The WWE they met with Warner Bros. Discovery about kind of team up with them, which is definitely scaring Tony a little bit because, yeah,
It would-
apparently,
It would only be Fox. It would only be SmackDown they're taking, isn't it, or something like that? Or
yeah,
will
but
they
they
only
might
be
also
getting
go
Raw,
on. Yeah, but then they also might move their stuff to
HBO?
HBO Max, yeah. But and then in that case, Tony might like end up still getting the streaming deal and stuff, but moving it to Discovery Plus or
Mhm.
whatever. Which Micro Wrestler's already on.
That's
Micro
true.
Wrestling, baby.
Dude, the people are like freaking out. They're like, yeah, this is gonna kill AEW. I'm like, even if
No.
they don't get signed back to like Warner Bros, someone's gonna pick them up. Like
Yeah.
they're such an asset to any cable.
Yeah. All these networks now they want wrestling, baby. I mean, NWA got on the CW.
It's because
So
they bring in like weekly consistent viewers.
Yeah, because there's only so many
Yep.
things that people really watch, on
Watch
wrestling.
live. That watch live.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
and yeah, and you have you already have an established fan base. Like you
Mhm.
don't have to you're not worried about like, oh, is this just gonna fall off? Like, no, we know from the start there's gonna be
Mhm.
about this many people watching it, and then
Yeah, it's appointment viewing. Like it's this in sports is the only thing that still does appointment viewing.
yeah, and
So
that's
like
why
they these cable companies want that. Like no one is fucking showing up to watch reruns. No one's
yeah,
pulling
no,
like even AEW at their worst, like is pulling in 300,000 for Rampage.
yeah,
That's insane still. Like
yeah, especially for live TV, and
it's like no one's bringing those numbers really.
Except for Modern
yeah.
Family and
Dude,
Family Guy.
Modern Family, the
Modern
series ended.
Housewives.
Okay, don't make me cry all over again. I've been through this once. Okay. I'm
Adam
not gonna
Devine
cry
was
about
on
Modern
it.
Family again. Yes, he was, and he was fantastic.
Who was on it?
Adam Devine.
Dude, Bumper.
Yeah, and
Yep.
another Workaholics guy was backstage at AEW when they were doing the Hollywood show, and I just wish that Blake would have gotten in the ring and done something,
Yeah.
He should have
Well,
jumped
here,
off. He's been through a table before.
yeah,
Yeah, he did break his back when he did that, though.
That's true.
yeah. He was with like Tyler Creator and all them, right?
hmm And Durs kicks in the NFL now.
Yeah, that's right.
The Packers kicker, Anders Carlson.
Yeah. Fucking Durs, dude. And then
Mhm.
last year, Cincinnati's kicker was Adam Cole.
No, that wasn't their kicker. That's their slot guy, Trenton Irwin.
Oh, you're right, Chase. Oh my,
Adam Cole, baby.
Mhm. He's still on the team.
dude. I remember posting that last year, and like people were like, legit, were like, he's really. This is crazy. Like I didn't know he played football. I'm like, dude,
How do you do that?
come on.
It is uncanny though.
Yeah,
It's in where they look.
it is scary how much they
Mhm.
look alike.
If I'm Tony, I would have traded for him for the Jaguars.
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude, I would have did the angle where he's hiding under the ring and they switch, like when Kurt Angle did that with his brother, the
The
Undertaker.
twin magic, yeah.
Yeah, and then the belts and that shit. That'd be great, dude.
He's sick, dude.
Yeah,
The six
Thank
people in the
God.
crowd who know they have to do it in Cincinnati, though. I guess.
yeah. Well, I mean, anywhere else they'd probably be confused. They'd have no idea. They'd be like, "Wait, there's
That's
two Adam
true.
Coles. What the fuck's going on? Adam 1, Adam
That's
2."
That's who the devil is the second time. Is Trenton Irwin.
When do you think Adam Cole comes back for World's End? Because he's like,
Dude, if he's a devil, they need to. Like there's no more. Everyone's done waiting to find out who the devil is.
Yeah.
They need to do it at World's End, and if it's at
They have
World's
no
End.
choice. They have no choice but to do it World's
No,
End.
people have already
know?
checked. People have already checked out.
Yeah.
I was pissed
Especially
when they didn't do
yeah.
it at Full Gear.
Dude, and especially
Yeah,
like
a lot of
fans that
people
watch
were.
yeah, especially fans that watch WWE and AEW, like we're just I'm going through the Uncle Howdy thing all over again.
For
You
real,
know?
yeah.
I still need to know who Uncle Howdy is. So this is gonna help me at least get over that trauma, I believe.
It was Adam Cole then too.
What if the devil is Bo Dallas?
Dude, that would be awesome.
That'd be crazy.
I'd love that.
Yeah. Boy, howdy.
Him, Curtis Axel, Ryback.
Dude, the B team was the best thing going on 2018 or
B-team,
2019 WWE.
Yeah, B team, go, go, go. One of the
Dude,
scariest theme
honestly,
songs ever.
Fuck WWE because the B team had a banger theme song and then they changed it to the go 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 thing.
Yeah, they changed it to like Spirit Squad shit.
Yeah, dude, I
Yeah.
don't remember how it went, but go on YouTube and look up the B team's original
Yeah,
theme song.
it was
and
better,
It was
yeah.
very good.
Yep.
And then they ruined them.
Yeah, because it pissed Vince off. He's like, they weren't supposed to get over the fuck.
That's true. Yeah.
But we all believed, you know, so
Like Curtis Axel leaved.
yes. Well, here we are, I guess. The end of another episode. Unless you guys have any.
We laughed. We cried.
I'm a Rampage guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Heard it
Ooh.
all. And then we'll be back next week because we don't take a week off. Sorry, Trips, but we're declining.
Wait, we do. Yeah. So let's. I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Play the song. Boobies.
Boobies!
Invasion angle.